do a little intro. Oh, and Vanessa and or Nikki, if you'd please share when we're live out, so anybody that wants to watch can do so.
I will. No worries.
Thank you. And with that, we are live for. Oh, I've got to stop my. Okay. So we're live. What day is today? It's January 19th, one day before inauguration. Not even going to go there, but I'm excited about it. And we're going to go over to Nikki in marketing operations first to give her update today. Nikki.
All right. I've been putting together a strategic marketing plan. I think it's about a quarter's worth of work instead of an annualized plan at this stage, because we need so much so fast. So I've got 3 projects in the works right now. I'm doing A/B testing on a wallet use case study. We're testing illustrations versus storyline blogs, and getting different graphic introductions in little video clip forms. So those will be coming out this week, and hopefully by weekend, we will be able to have a full display of these are the kinds of materials we can do. Now, where are the topics going to be? Who are we going to feature? And then how can we roll out more and more and more? Because this has been the #1 request from the community so far, is to get more use cases, more, actual, here's the story and here's who's using it and how. I've also done basically a site map for the website update for the ExO Economy, because that's been kind of in sleeper mode for a while. So we've upgraded the color palettes, and we've got the site map in place, all the things we want to be able to link to and from and have people link back to on the website itself. So engagement will be a lot easier and easier to navigate all the different assets that we have. So we'll bring them all into one place and let them go out and come back in a useful way. And I think that's the main thing. On the wallets, we've been practicing and learning our lessons. And I noticed Vanessa shared with me last night the intro that you did, Kevin. So thank you for that. That's very useful. And I want to know if that's going to work for the new wallet as well as the current wallets, because that was a very easy way for people to just kind of wrap their head around how to use it. So whatever feedback you want to give, I love it, and thank you. And we might do some more of that. So Vanessa and I have been troubleshooting, going back and forth with the team, getting into, sort of the things that lay people run into, which is naming convention for files, how to pay people, how to accept coins, what you need, the Yoti app, et cetera, et cetera. So work in progress, and hopefully we have a lot more to share next week.
Okay, wonderful, Nikki. Thank you.
Yeah.
I believe we were going to go, was it Vanessa and then Najib?
Yeah. It was Najib. It could be Vanessa. She needs a minute.
Let's do that. Yeah. You need a minute. Najib, are you ready? I know you just came out of another meeting.
Come back. Yeah, I'm jumping
Okay.
here. Chris. Let's see where we can start. Well, I have been working with pretty much all of you, Nikki and Vanessa, trying just to smooth the process on how to use data, but more than used to, use data is like Kevin mentioned, is that the entire process end to end that include data and include the treasure. It is some process. It's going to be a process that it doesn't, have any bumps, because, like, again, the practice is very important here. We are into some of the process that, the first time it may intimidate us, but the message here, don't let us intimidate, let us learn and let us share that. And that's what we are doing. Nikki, is nothing wrong, or not only you, to anyone. The first time that we did it, we went through all of that. The important part is here, and the message is for all of us on this learning adventure is, let's try to, bring that feedback for the next one to make it less difficult. And that's all, it is some complexity there, but it's like internet 30 years ago. Let's try that, people like today is easier. And the only way is, again, if you ask me how to do it, my feedback is going to be very poor, because I have done it. Not only I have done it 1,000 times, I did it. I'm part of the building part. Then that's a very important message here, that I do not participate on that because I'm super biased. Then I need is a normal user, how that normal user goes through the process without issues. Then I am more than happy, and this is a message for everyone, to jump into any call. But again, I'm super biased because for the reason that I just say.
Najib, are we talking about data or the wallet right now?
Yes, no, I haven't
Or
talked
just in
about,
general?
I haven't touched that message yet. I'm gonna go now.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
talking right
Just
now.
I lost the context there a little bit. So
Yeah,
just was
the
looking.
message here that I just mentioned is regarding to the data, and because this is not going to be one message here is like Kevin said, more and more we will be that EXO economy is part of the open EXO. What is going to bring that we will have more campaign manager, it will be more people, because that's part of the successful, that we have something that the community is doing for us. But we need to make the life easier. They're going to do an event, and the first thing that they may think, I would love to distribute tokens, but you know what? I'm not willing to do the distribution for 100 people. It's going to take me a week. Okay, no, we have a tool. But then that person use the tool and keep using it because it's easy for them. That's the message and it's more very specific about data, okay? Now, my second update is we are entering into the new phase that I have been mentioning. And the idea for today, I don't know if it's still planning, is to show the new wallet, even that is not going to be the colors and the scheme for that. It is to even distribute it. We went through few iterations with the other chains, and we have some feedback from the other chains. Usually that happens. Just to have a different in a better context, the chain and Exos, the blockchain is the Genesis block was in April 8, 2018, and after that we have done another 3. Then the new ones have done something, and then we are learning from those 3 too. And then, but the good thing is that everything that we have learned from all of them is applicable for all of them. Then is how community effort is reversed back here to the first chain that we did it. And what I go with that is this new the new wallet is going to replace the wallet for you guys, and I've heard that is QT. One of the biggest benefit we want to push is it has new features, but the main one is on this one. If you guys have been through the QT, the process to do the backup is quite not that simple, and the restore is even more not that simple either. This one is, have you guys used the Electrum wallet? This is with a seed phrase with a 12 words. If you lose your wallet or your computer, you can recreate your wallet based on those 12 words. We will be exposing, people be more and more exposed to dealing with that kind of situation, and we want to move people away from that very quickly. And
hey, Najib, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Just while you're talking about the wallet, I put the wallet up on the screen share so people could see the prototype design that's coming.
Yes, thank you. And then the purpose for that is this one on the process, it will create, it will ask you for the seed. You can recreate the wallet based on the seed, and you don't need to be worried about backups and restores like the old one. And it has some other features like you may hear, and we are not going to go right now, like a SegWit is already, we need to enable it. We will have something that is called CBS and the call staking. Those are the 3 main features, plus a way that we can increase the adoption for people to work behind, do an application, because this one has a very strong API. That's one of the main things. And actually, very quickly, this wallet that just can show is a build on top of an API that is in the node. Then it's an application actually done. And that's a big thing, especially now that we are looking forward to use more and more the chain. Like, for example, Certifico is writing into the blockchain of Exos using the full node that, we call it wallet. This is call it a full node because it has the entire blockchain and it has the capability to stake. That's the next step. We want just that the chain has more utility. We need to show that utility with the tools. One of the tools that we use to measure that utility is stats.exos.co. You can see there the number of transactions, and we will have more people looking at us. And then people more looking at us is people that it will dig into those things, how we are using, how many transactions we are doing per block. And then we need to show that as a reality, how with applications that we build together. And thank you. That's and this is what we want everyone to have in mind.
Oh, really quick, Najib, really quick. I'm sorry. Look, whoever you are out there that's still running the CivX 1.00.5 wallet, you have to stop. Please contact us. We'll help you.
Now, two people.
I
And
know.
one important thing adding into Najib is that the full node is already running. So basically, Najib and the team is working on the interface, which is the wallet, and the ExO wallet. But the good news we have today is that wallet is already running in one of our sister economy. And Michelle has a great surprise for everybody in the meeting today. So Michelle, it's yours.
Hi everybody. I'm Michel from Divergenti. We are a platform that was built to help small businesses, but also was built on top of a blockchain that we created with the help of Najib and Cesar. Last month, we launched our blockchain, and we are now in the phase of mining. So we still have like 1 week or more, around 1 week, for whoever is interested to be one of the first miners. Miners normally get like a big compensation for their effort in this early stage. Najib will be sharing this link where you can download the wallet and install it and start mining, because as a sister company or sister economy, we believe that the more people use it and the more people have the chance to involve other communities, the token system or the token economy will be adopted earlier, quicker, and people will make use of it. So we are now still in the mining stage. You are all welcome because you are part of our like core sister economy. And we are still like experimenting with the wallet. We found few hitches, but later on, I think Najib will have the latest version. I mean, the best one. This is all for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Just thank you. Thank you, Michelle. This is our fourth mainnet to go live out of sort of in this group of economies. We have this sort of federation of economies. So now ExO's was the first one, and we have Ruta and Divergenti, and am I forgetting? Oh, the Fluid, the original Fluid one, which is kind of like our beta, sort of our test net, if you like to think of it that way. And so it's a huge accomplishment to bring another blockchain online. I think that Fluid Chains is probably putting out a press release about it, so I'll let that thing go. But congratulations, Michelle, and thank you for the offer to let us be early on in the mining stage to earn some DEVA and move the blockchain, right? You're moving the chain when you do that, and you're helping establish it from a security perspective. So Najib, I didn't want to cut you off. Did you have anything else from the technical operations side that you need to update us on today before we move forward?
No, I would reiterate that one of the things that's super important is once we are creating this utility or showing the utility, one of the things people will be looking, everyone, remember this is a public blockchain. It's not only the number of transactions that are there, but is what we call the network way. How many people is staking? The invitation for all of you and to extend it to everyone. It just bring these tokens, open your wallet. Now we will have a new wallet that it will be, I would say, more secure, more easy to just to in case that you have something bad with your wallet to recover your tokens, then stake. That's super critical. We are going to get into the process too. That is very important to have a staking there. And the
Awesome.
staking that's called network ways, and again, is there. It's a public parameter. Everyone can go there and see stats.exos.io, and there you will see that everyone can just go and it's reflected there. This is an open invitation to everyone just to help us.
So the objective is to have that wallet in the coming days. We will check in 1 week, and very likely we will have it in 1 week. So we start ourselves to do the migration, and then we invite everybody else. But in between, the invitation from Michelle is a great opportunity for all of us to familiarize with the wallet, because it's the same wallet that is now running in Divergenti. The only difference is that that wallet is now doing mining. When we use it in ExO, it will be doing the staking. So
Right.
we will provide the link, and we will provide a quick guide that the team prepared, because there are a couple of manual steps that you guys need to do there to make the wallet mine. But it's a great opportunity because everybody can, let's say, if not today, tomorrow, to start using that wallet. That will be the same that we will have available for ExO very soon.
Okay. Last word on wallets. The key thing is that this wallet is it's heuristic deterministic, uses seed phrases. If you lose the wallet, you can recover your wallet. Not like if you drop a QT wallet in the ocean, it's gone forever with your tokens. That's always been terrible. And it has actually happened a few times. Literally, someone dropped their laptop in the ocean off the side of a boat and lost their tokens. That can happen. So with the new wallet, that's not the case anymore. It allows, once it's activated, once we have enough people staking on the new wallet, it will also activate cold staking, which is very exciting. That means that tokens that are in a cold wallet, basically secured and off network, will still also be able to participate in staking. We anticipate this driving our staking numbers up substantially. Third, as we go through any distribution campaigns from really this moment forward that are going to run as soon as the wallet's available, we won't do the distributions to anybody who's not taking the tokens into the new wallets. It's that important. And we want to use distributions as a primary means of encouraging people to install and load up the new wallet and get staking. Because as we take the token public, staking is more important than ever. So please stick. All right, let's keep going. Let's see, we did make a new Jabins. Eric.
Hey everyone, good to see everyone. So I'm slowly making my way through Kent's list, continuing with the onboarding. We have some more gatherings to do. I've gone through some of the documentation that I needed to go through, including kind of the older version of the business overview. Looking forward to looking at the new one. We spoke last week. The Treasury got together and we resolved Nikki's funding issue for her marketing campaign. And then, as you might have heard, the Treasury core team got together yesterday just for a little powwow, and we're working on a strategy plan, process, doc, whatever we need to do to kind of make this easy for everybody moving forward. And I'd say beyond that, yeah, just looking to kind of continue on. Just like I said, slowly working my way through the list here a little bit. And if you haven't seen already in the chat today in the meeting, you'll see the link to the Coinbase Asset Hub piece that Kent was talking about. So check that out. That's it.
Yeah, and Eric, the thing that we'll connect on later is I want to start moving that documentation project forward. We've got a few people here that have, I think, even volunteered to help. So we need to start to round that up and get a bit of a SWAT team going because it's really critical that documentation come online in updated format. So I've got updates to give you, which you haven't seen yet, and then we'll go from there. Okay, Vanessa Powell.
Good morning, everybody. How are we doing?
Hello. Good.
All right. On the chat, I'm sharing the stats from January 12th till yesterday, the 18th. We continue growing, not as much as I would like to see, but our numbers, I mean, any growth counts. So I've been working on the step-by-step data procedure. I have some bumps in the road, but I'm working on that along with Najib. and Nikki. So I'll be hopefully sharing that soon. And what else? Nikki did share with me the new logos with the new colors, and I just need to contact Ray because I need different images to update everything on the social media channels. So that's all the updates that I got for this week.
Okay, thank you. For anybody who doesn't, there's a number of people on the call that might not know, Vanessa handles the majority of our outbound social media and also monitors numerous other OpenExO related properties to make sure that we are a good community member in sharing what they share. And she is 100% on top of it 24/7. I'm not quite sure how you do that, Vanessa, but thank you. Kevin Allen.
Perfect. Hey, everyone. So the one update I want to give from a community point of view is after the DEXO event that happened at the end of last year, we had a number of local community members that ran a regional event around what they want to do in their region, looking at getting an MTP together. And coming out of that, I was contacted by a few people, in particular folks from New Zealand and Morocco, just saying that, how could they activate their communities, and would it be possible to in some way sort of trade working on a local community for potential certification. And the way that I thought about it, also speaking to Yaroslav, a few chats with Nikki as well, was that the best way to go about it was to actually look at using EXOs. So what I've done is I've put together a community engagement challenge on Sway, and we will use the folks in New Zealand and Morocco as sort of, I guess, alpha testers. And in fact, in Sway already we have the proposal from Morocco. It actually is there already. Charlotte from Morocco just sent me a message saying, "Hey, I've already done the Sway." And so the idea here is to get those people who are running like local communities as part of the greater OpenExO community to engage with the EXO economy, and in that way, use EXOs to drive engagement. And so yeah, that's something that I think is pretty exciting. And so wanted to share that.
Yeah, Kevin, just if you're watching right now, Kevin has made a proposal in Sway against the EXO Economy Challenge. Please go in there and look at it. At the very least, go in there and look at it. Even if you can't process it right now, it's critical that we get community involvement for these proposals. And this is the community that has to start with that, because without community input and feedback, distributed decentralized governance doesn't work. Okay, so please take a look at that. And if you have trouble getting into Sway, you don't even know what Sway is, I think by the end of this call, we'll have somebody stepping up to help as point for that as well. So hang tight. Sorry to interrupt, Kevin. That's just, I wanted to make a little plug for distributed governance.
That's perfect. So that's yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to share today.
Awesome. Thanks, Kevin. And there's a project out there, Kevin, the EXO Prize. Could you say a bit about that, please? I know it's still kind of moving and getting going, but yeah, I think it's really exciting and it's related to the economy. There's nobody representing that here today.
Well, that is true. So also at the Decade of the EXO event, we announced EXO Prize. So this came out of many conversations last year around taking action. within the community. And the whole idea around ExO Prize is to create an opportunity for people to create teams, to come up with initiatives initially to aid engagement within the Open ExO community, and then beyond that, the idea is that the format could be used, beyond that. And so we hopefully will have that going early Feb. We've had about 30 people who at the event at the end of last year said, yes, I'm interested in participating. I want to extend that invitation once again to the community this year, so we can perhaps get more folks, and then we can arrange the coaches for the teams, and then get that going as the initial test. At the end, ultimately, the prize is a prize in ExOs for the best initiatives, and so hopefully we will see that going live pretty soon.
Yeah, and they have not yet made their proposal in Sway yet to get that funded from the Treasury here, so that's where it connects. And they know that at this point. So we should expect them to show up as a guest one day. When guests like that show up, we'll give them first billing in projects, and that way they can make their proposal congruent with their challenge that they've issued, that they've issued in Sway, and make their pitch just like Gerardo did a while back, which would be a great segue to Gerardo.
Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. So in the news, our objective of this quarter is having a functional prototype. For the news, the team is reducing size for this quarter. So we are Pedro Lopez Hela, Vanessa Belmonte, and I. We're talking with someone in digital marketing to join us. So for now, we will focus in the ExOs into development and help in that part.
Okay, wonderful. And so it sounds like everything's going great. We can't wait to see some demos when you're ready.
Cool, great.
Demos are king. Demos are always the best, and we want to see them here because
I can share the website.
At least partially funded by ExOs, right? So that's awesome. Okay, very good.
And I think Angelo is here, right? Angelo, to talk about the ExO Awards.
That's right. Yeah, I'm going to go to Angelo
cool.
next. Before I do, Kevin, in YouTube, there's a comment from Ken Merkel. You might want to check if you're not watching that. Gerardo, over to Angelo. Angelo, wonderful to see you here today.
Hello, Ken. Hello, guys. How you doing? Long time I couldn't see you. It was a busy end of the year, but I'm back. Well, I let you know that we are working. We have been working a lot with the ExO Award. Tomorrow will be the ceremony. It's a lot of work. The team is working hard here.
The LATAM prizes, right?
The LATAM prizes, yeah, that's right. And we are having a lot of engagement. Yesterday we were talking about some numbers. We are engaging almost 4,000 people in different countries, which is very nice for us. We are surprised about it because some of them are so new people and they don't know something about ExO, but they are committed with the activity, with the nomination. There is a lot of interaction. And also we have some very clever judges there. Some of them are here. Najib is one of them. We are so excited about it. Tomorrow will be the celebration, and will be nice if you can stay with us celebrating and also sharing. And on the other side, and I have been working with some project with Eric, which is very nice to experiment the Regenerate 21st. And also the other project that I showed to the community that is based on the teaching English in foreign communities. I am in touch with people from Mexico, Ecuador, and Colombia. And they are providing me some insight about how can we connect the abundance of people who is knowing English and the rural areas. And also we create 165 lesson plans to confirm the project. That means we are working so hard on it, but most of the year here in Chile, at least, is on vacation period, and we are getting back with the project for the launch that is March, which is, I think, is the second half of March. And that's all for this time.
Angelo,
Thank you. That's
Angelo,
Yes.
one question on the Latam Awards. So how many categories are you guys,
We're
doing that?
awarding 10 categories.
10 categories. So you will be doing what, 3 people per category?
At least
Or
5.
one?
Today,
5.
the judges they are clear now. The results are done. I don't know the results because this is a private organization of the
But how many? 5?
And
5 in each category. And you will be
5 of them, yeah.
distributing ExOs. You will be distributing ExOs.
Yeah, all of the just the winner will win the ExOs. You know, just the winner.
Okay, and you have those ExOs already?
The community selected.
But my question is, do you have the ExOs already? Because if no, I think it will be important to work on that.
I have the process with Najib. I have my jury already done, and we are also creating the badges for the award. And also we build like a small trophy, but we are trying to figure it out how we can distribute it over Latam. We're thinking about it, but
yeah. Well, you can make you could even make wallets with ExOs in them, paper wallets basically. There's all kinds of fun things you could do. But Angela, I would suggest that you get a breakout maybe with Cesar or Najib or whatever, and you need to get your proposal into Sway to get your ExOs out to fund the prize. Don't wait on that because there's a process. Yeah, there's a voting process.
Yeah,
it doesn't always go exactly linearly.
To be fully compliant. To be fully compliant, please do it before the event. Don't do it after the event.
Do it it's already on the platform. It's already on the platform for almost a month ago. And if you didn't check it, just please check it. And let me.
And you mean on Sway?
Yeah, I think we feel all the structure, all the procedure. It's already done.
So what you need is to get it approved and send the address to the treasury so we can fund it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I received the instruction from Najid. I need to send an email with that, and also he added me to the treasury.
And I understand that you are going to issue the award also using Certifico in the blockchain, correct?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay.
We're working on it with Poly, designing the badges, and also we are going to use Certifico and smart badges for that purpose.
Very good.
Nice. That's okay. Laurel Molina says you should 3D print the trophies, Angelo. And when you do that, of course, you could stick a QR code on there that's a paper wallet, and you could actually put an ExO's token in the trophy, so to speak, if you wanted to. Why not? If you're going to distribute a physical thing, maybe. Yeah, what a fun idea. I'd love to jump over to Yaroslav and then Bryant in order next. So Yaroslav, we can't wait to hear from the world of training, certification, accreditation, and how things are going over there for you.
Sure. Thank you very much, Ken. So I think our kind of biggest piece of news, we have launched the paid foundations. As I think I have mentioned this before here on this group, basically it's still possible to access all of the videos for free. So you can actually kind of click on here, and all of the videos that were accessible before for free are still accessible. They are all here. So you can kind of go that, but we have separated the videos from actually the foundations itself. So the foundation certification now contain a few additional, it has like an awake presentation template. It has an awake webinar done by Salim, kind of a 1 hour full webinar, plus gives you access to the marketplace and the foundations itself. And the price is now $47. If people continue to the consultant course, is then discounted from the price of the consultant course. So that's kind of a way for us to kind of boost our marketing and actually be able to bring in more people. Also, we have certain costs on our side to actually process these certifications. So that's kind of why this change has been done. And it's now working very well. And we are actually working with several kind of language mutations as an entry point for people to be able to gather their local groups of people who want to be trained in a local language and using the same kind of flow that we are using. So basically the idea is that there will be like paid certification in French and in Portuguese and in other languages, in Arabic. What will happen is that those trainers will actually do the assessment. We'll have a revenue share model about it. And then if people want to continue in a local language and take on a consultant course or other courses that we have, that's also going to be possible. So kind of finally, we are moving forward in the language diversification of our courses, which makes it more accessible kind of all across the board. That's kind of one major announcement. We've also been like in initial conversations with different people who want to run the training, the consultant certification as a partner program. We've had for some time a company in the Philippines called Trail that has already run I think 2 or 3 cohorts of our consultant program, and I've been also running other programs. And there is kind of a lot of interest in other places as well. We are, for example, working with Francisco Milagros in Brazil and with kind of other people. Actually, we've had some conversations about converting things into Arabic and kind of making it accessible in that language as well. So that's kind of the major thing. Maybe a small thing, but one thing we are experimenting with, we are working with Staff on Demand to kind of her name is Dea. She's delivering the coach certification this time around, and we've actually given her a small budget in ExOs as a way that she can kind of invite other people to enhance the experience of the participants and have something to pay them with. So essentially, she got a small budget at the beginning of the certification, and with this budget, she can invite additional guests to speak about specific topics that maybe she cannot cover or she wants somebody else to cover, and she has at her disposal a small budget to be able to do that. So that's kind of a small use of tokens inside the certification program. So I think that's all of my updates for today. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Fantastic news, Yaroslav. I posted the links and information about the course and a little request, a challenge for all of you. If you'll share it with at least 5 people or more, send me and Nikki a note and we'll send you a present. So yeah, we really want to get it out there. I mean, it's the first time ever that it's been so easy to get the ExO Foundation's material into a brain anywhere, anytime on demand. So it's actually really exciting. And I don't know about the affiliate network, how it works, Gerardo. I'm running a little low on time, so we'll have to address that. But I believe there was a program, and just contact Yaroslav and he'll update you on that. I'm checking to see if there's any questions in the, Ken Merkel has made some comments about work he's doing with his Sci-Fi Hive in the YouTube channel. So please check that out, folks. If you haven't seen that, Ken, I won't have time to process that here, but he's noting Sci-Fi Hive is doing a Future of Healthcare plus ExO Prize, which is not a program I'm involved in, but I'm happy to hear that. And, you know, Ken, if you're watching, let us know how we can help from Open EXO support that and help you in any way. Please let us know. You know that we want to do that. The Bryant Stratton, I know you've got a couple of things.
Yes, thanks for just a minute or two, Kent. So I was responding on the YouTube channel, and Kevin, it's great to hear about the events that you're doing to get people involved. And there's a lot of market jobs that are also going up in the economy to drive engagement. And it's just really exciting to see people talking about that. So I told Kent over the week we would roll out a way for people to sign up in jobs or in EXOs and those kinds of things for people to get involved in projects and for people to be able to map that out as a proposal into Sway. We wanted to drive more engagement and allow people who have a big project idea or a small one to map out who's going to be involved and where EXOs need to go to make the Treasury's job easier to just bring some more transparency through the process. And so we were able to start mapping out like different jobs or things that people needed to sign up for. Let's say you have an idea and that has a bunch of different phases to it. That's fantastic. You need to have a way that during that product build, different people would be involved. Then you would encourage them to sign up to contribute to those different things like Blueprint or Cakes for Dogs or Liberty Kits or whatever the idea is. And then you generate agreements between you and those people when they sign up for a certain amount of EXOs for a year and based on their involvement. And so this is something the community can build their ideas in and then drive engagement right up to the marketplace, or projects can, and I'll stop the share here because that's really what's been released for features over the last week, since we mentioned it last week. And to drive that with Sway and to enhance the process to create more transparency, which flows back into a compliance, which flows back into just more and more engagement, and the wheels and the bus go round and round. So I'll pause there.
That's awesome, Bryant. And just because you reminded me, just everybody, these are the APIs. The team has completed the EXO Foundation's relaunch that Yaroslav just talked about. And so they're moving back to completing these APIs. And what you're seeing Bryant do in his world of Blueprint and Smart Founders, leveraging EXOs as part of their economy, they will be able to tie that back. The idea is they will be able to tie that back through this Marketplace and Opportunities API so that those postings then show up here as well. So there may be they'll have their thing, which is awesome. And then they'll be tapping into the open EXO community, and perhaps there's an avenue there to get that into I know there's a Rutanio marketplace. I do not know if there will be a Divergenti marketplace. I haven't asked. But the idea is that you can start to see now this federation of economies, each economy having its own specific purpose and amazing people all coming together and sharing. I mean, it's pretty astounding to see it coming together. So really, really excited, Brian. Thank you so much for sharing that. And Bryant has also offered to me, and I'm going to put him on the spot and see if it's still true, to help with some of the management of Sway for our EXO Economy and for our developer network. Quick note, Dev Network meets every Thursday now. I'm sorry, right now it's every Friday. Today's going to have to move around a bit. We have an Open EXO developer network. Bryant is also attending that, as does Najib. All the Open EXO platform core devs. Nikki comes. There's a number of people starting to come there. So if you're interested in the Open EXO developer network, you need to reach out to me. I will get you on the invite list. It's currently open. It's an Open EXO meeting. So anybody can come that wants to develop against the APIs or on the platform. But right now, it's not like just an open meeting where everyone can show up. You kind of need to be on the invite. So later, we'll open that up in a different way. And then it'll just be more like a sub-community of the total community that's doing development. So you just reminded me of all of that, Bryant. And I got one request for invite already. Awesome. I will do that. And I want to say hi to Michelle. Michelle and I talked yesterday. Some of you know Michelle. She has been a long time fixture since the beginnings of the beginnings in the EXO world in general. And she asked me, she told me yesterday, I wonder what's going on with the EXO economy. I said, you don't have to ask me. Just show up to the Tuesday meeting and listen, and you will get a full download. You'll be fully up to speed. And so, Michelle, it's awesome to see you here. Is there anything that you wanted to say hi or share or anything?
Thanks, Kent. I'm just here to say hello and catch up. I've always appreciated these meetings as a super efficient way to get a broad view of what's going on, and really excited to hear all the great stuff going on. So thanks for having me today.
Fantastic. Salim, any last thing from your side? I think this is the first one you've attended in a while too. You know, shame on you. You got to come more often. We miss you. You haven't had a full project download. Yeah. You haven't seen a full project download like that in a while. I proxy some to you, but I can't possibly do it all in the 5-minutes we get here and there.
Well, it's super exciting to see all the activity. I think a major push will be to kind of take all the activity and make it like 10x. And that'll set us up nicely to have a thriving environment. I just talked to somebody who's a naturopath and is advising a ton of people on how to process COVID, et cetera, et cetera. And they're now interested in accepting ExOs. And we have enough people in our world who've had COVID that having somebody help out on that might be really interesting. So it's one of those
utility.
Where we get the 3 or 4 pieces around, you know, that we end up with a circular economy around this concept of transformation. We should be kind of really off to the races. So it's really exciting to see the interest from different places.
That's awesome. Thank you, Salim. And one of the ideas that got floated in a different meeting somewhere else this week was also creating actual, it's a TV channel. Because if you go to the platform, you look inside the TV tab here. I'm going to take, this will be the last thing we do today. So if you go to the platform, you click on the TV tab, you'll notice that there's a lot of videos. And these come from a lot of different places. Salim had stopped having thoughts of the day, just as a little warning. We're all worried about that. But there's all these featured content here that's coming in, and what the suggestion was, I believe from Cesar and the Fluid Chains team, was to create a crypto specific channel and tie it to that event idea that he floated earlier. And I absolutely love that idea, that this group might want to help co-create a channel that can be hosted on our video on demand here, as well as external to the world, right over here on the media page here. So you can imagine it's saying, instead of, you know, community favorites, it could say whatever you want around crypto economies or something like that. And then it could aggregate content from all the economies, all the people, spotlight things. And I think that would be super exciting. Nikki, I think that's going to head over to the marketing side. But yeah, check that out. And otherwise, do please share. I mean, one of the most important things to do right now is share. So if you know somebody who has a wallet, send them one ExO. It sounds like nothing, but it makes a difference, and it'll wake them up, and invite them to come here and observe. If they're not a regular attendee, we would probably just have them observe. That's fine. Or just observe by watching the YouTube broadcast. And with that, I'm going to wrap this up. I always try to get us done on time. I'm over a couple of minutes. Sorry, Michael Monit, I did not leave you out on purpose. Did you have anything you want to throw in there?
No, actually, no. Hi, everyone. Good to see some faces like Michelle. It's been, like forever. No specific updates, and I was actually about to drop since I need to jump into another call.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't leave you out on purpose. It's just a lot of people today. All right. Thank you, everyone. With that, it's a wrap. Please enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are, and share. We've got to go share and tell people what's going on, or they'll never know. Right. Take care.
Bye. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.